Hey everybody, it's been so long since I've talked to you guys, and I did film this video last week, but I just didn't like the way that it turned out. I was so awkward and it was not good. So I'm refilming this. Sorry the background's not great, and it's going to be kind of vlog style, but today's going to be a big day and I wanted you guys to be part of it. So that's why I'm filming today. And I do want to give a disclaimer. I am cleaning and doing a lot of like laundry and stuff, so if you hear the washing machine in the background, I'm sorry, I really can't change that. I wanted to go ahead and film this while my family is out so that I have complete focus and I can share what I want with you. First of all, I do want to give like a life update and kind of explain why I haven't been making videos. I'll then share like a reading update because I was making Booktube videos back in March. The last thing will be the finance update, which is where the big update's going to be. With life update, I've been working a lot. For a couple months, I was really working like 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Usually in a 4-day span, like working those hours every day. And then the days that I would be off I'd be trying to get stuff that had to be done that week. I'd have to get it done in like one day. And then 2, I would just be so tired and I needed to rest that I really didn't get a whole lot of other stuff done that wasn't urgent, I guess. And unfortunately, YouTube kind of fell into that. But I really like doing YouTube and I want to get back into it and make it, a habit again, because I was really happy with the way that my channel was going and how, diligent I was able to be with it earlier in the year, and I just really miss that, and I miss talking to you guys and making friendships and all that good stuff. Now that I'm not working those really early mornings to late nights, I have a little more time and energy. A reading update. I really haven't been reading a whole lot. I'm trying to get back into it because that is one of my priorities. If you saw my vision board video at the beginning of the year, which is such a joke because I don't think any of our vision boards come to pass in 2020, but you heard me talk about my 5 priorities, which I actually just reworked them, and I'm still kind of in the process of figuring out how that'll work. But generally, my 5 priorities are God and church, family and friends, my career, 4th would be like physical well-being and fitness, and then 5 is content creation and financial freedom. So that way everything that I'm doing should fit in one of those priorities. So basically what I'm trying to do is everything that I start my day with should fit into one of those 5 priorities, and then I have like just a list of all my interests of things that I kind of would tend to put before the things that really are my priority. So reading is, I like to include it with content creation, but it's also kind of bordering on the interest area right now just because I am so focused on where I'm going with work, and my financial freedom and content creation is kind of borderline right now. So I really have not been reading, but I am trying to get back into it. I do want to resume Booktube once I pay off my credit cards and my car, which that brings me into my finance update. So I don't have my notebook all set up, and I really have not kept up with it because I only did that for the videos. In fact, I just found it the other day. I kind of just have all the information in my brain. I really don't need to keep a notebook. It just kind of was helpful for me to give you guys a visual of where I was. A couple months ago, I actually paid off credit card number, I think it's credit card number 2. I think whichever one was the lower principal balance, that's the one that I paid off a couple months ago. Since COVID, I kind of have been saving money just in case. And so I had a decent amount of money saved up, and then a couple weeks ago I started taking whatever I made in a week and putting that toward paying off my other credit card. Now that I have that savings and what I just got paid last week, I actually have enough that I can go on and pay off that other credit card today. So you guys are gonna do that with me in just a minute. And then what I'll do after that is focus on paying my car off, and I'm so excited. Just to give you guys an update, my car currently I owe $9,600. But with the amount of money that I make, I should be able to pay that off within the next 3 months. So I am hopeful that I will still be able to pay it off in 2020, which was my goal at the beginning of the year. And it was not looking possible for a while, but I think it actually might be if I really focus and just kind of get that done. And yeah, so then once I pay my car off, I really want to get an apartment, and then I would have, you know, the financial freedom to do a little bit more what I want and pay off my student loans. Of course, that's going to take a while because they're still at almost $200,000. But yeah, I would just have hopefully more freedom financially and even just like mentally, not having to worry about that anymore. And I could take that money and do so much more with it by paying off student loans and having my own place and be able to, I don't know, just like have people over and host things and focus on what I really love doing. And that's what I'm looking forward to, hopefully in the new year. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this and pull out my computer. And yeah, we're gonna pay off my credit card after 2.5 years almost of all of the bar exam fees and the travel and the interview fee. Or not, like, you don't pay for interviews, but like I had to pay to go out of state to interview and stuff like that. And the job that I worked out of state that I was supposed to make $2,000 more than I did, that I ended up having to pay for. Just the general nightmare that having credit card debt has been in the last 2.5 years. I do want to I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit of that story. Basically, with credit, my mom was always really good about making sure that my sister and I built up our own credit through having library cards and bank accounts when we were really young. And then in high school, she put us on her credit card so that we could, you know, with permission, if there was something that we wanted to buy with our own money, we could use that credit card, but then be like building up our own credit through it. And then just like pay her, I guess. I think that's how that worked. I don't know, it was a while ago. But so we had that, and so I've had good credit, and I've been used to always paying off the balance of my credit card every single month. And I was always able to do that until 2 years ago when I decided to take the bar exam, and then ended up taking the bar exam twice. So with the cost of bar prep materials, time I lost work because I was studying, traveling twice, staying in hotels, that was like a total of a week in hotels in the city, very expensive. I had thousands of dollars that I had to pay for that, that went on my credit cards, plus exam fees, licensing fees once I got licensed, the hotel stays when I would go out of state to interview in the city that I thought that I would be moving to. And then when I was working on a project job that I thought was supposed to be a couple weeks longer than it was, and I was supposed to make at least $2,000 more than I actually did. So all of that put me like $10,000 behind. $2,000-ish, $2,000, $3,000 I was able to pay of my own money, but then you guys know it was about $6,000 that was on my credit cards that I have been paying for the last 2.5 years. And it was such a nightmare last year because I was not making enough to even pay my minimum payments. And so it was so stressful. And I've been extremely fortunate this year to be able not only to make those minimum payments, but to be paying off everything. I'm getting emotional thinking about it because it doesn't seem real, but I I've been extremely fortunate to make enough money that I could pay these off, and so I'm really excited to do that today. Sorry I just kind of rambled for a while, but let's go ahead and get into this. I want to kind of set up my phone so you guys can see me actually on my computer working on this, and we're gonna pay off my last credit card debt. Be able to see a leaf and me and my little stuffed dog and the laundry in the background. Sorry, that's there. The last few years have just been heartbreaking and sickening, and you know, as a Christian, the Bible says that we're not supposed to be in debt, that we're supposed to be the ones that are giving and, you know, helping other people. And so that's what's really pushing me to pay off debt, and I'm very, very excited to do that. So I'm so tempted to just like make a big car payment, but I need to like really think about that and make sure I'm doing the right thing. Make a payment. I can't wait. I'm clicking pay current balance of $832.72. Continue. And pay. And it says success, you've paid, and I'm not going to show you because it has my credit card number on it, but dang, it's so exciting. I do want to take a picture of this though, because obviously it's a big deal, but let's look at this. Minimum due 0, current balance 0, and wow, it's officially done. I'm so excited. All right, thank you guys so much for being part of that. Like I said, I need to think about what I'm gonna do about paying off my car, but that's to come, and I'm so excited. I can't wait for my car to be mine. But yeah, all right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.